Welcome back to Gethin Christian Channel. Tonight we have a watch which is dearly beloved, and it is the Orient Triton. Nomenclature and taxonomy are specific to this watch, so let us take him off the cushion for a closer look, and let me describe to you his technical name, which is the RA-EL000-2LOOB. This watch complies with the Japanese industrial standard. The JIS for a Class 1 diver's watch is equivalent to the ISO 6425 certification or thereabouts. In saying that, I mean that it is guaranteed to survive at depths of up to 200 meters, which is quite good. It features hacking and hand winding, a 22 joule 21,600 vibration per hour movement, featuring Orient's 40N5A caliber. A 40-hour power reserve is featured on the dial, quite a rarity amongst divers, any divers, particularly of this caliber. This is Orient's star turn, and one that is featured on its bigger brother, the Orient Saturation Diver Pro 300 meter, the M-Force, and other Orients. This watch fits in the lineup above the Orient Ray and the Maker, the now discontinued M-Force, and slightly below the OSD. Handset is identical to the OSD, although slightly smaller. The second hand is different and extends beautifully right up into the minute track, right in that reel. Absolutely fucking proper. The size is somewhere between the Mako and the M-Force, which this Triton does replace. The M-Force was great, but the Triton offers much more refinement. Many consider this watch a scaled-down version of the Orient Saturation Diver Pro 300, and it is very similar in many ways. To the sadly discontinued, as far as I can tell, Saturation Diver, it is similar. The Saturation Diver was the criterion, the benchmark of sub £1,000 Japanese dive watches. There is nothing better than it in that price range. But this surely is a worthy contender. It is shriveled somewhat, but that is a good thing, because at this size, it becomes much more wearable as an alternative to the massive behemoth that is the OSD. Not really a daily wearer with its ridiculous heft. Giant, bulbous, swinging testes that will slap you in the face, unapologetically. Now let me list the specs of this fantastic piece. We have, and I've taken the spec list from Orient USA, and they're as follows. They offer a 43.4mm case, 13.6mm of thickness. No lug-to-lug is given, nor are bracelet dimensions. My measurements which I've taken with a digital caliper, are 43.2mm case width at 14.6mm thick. The bezel, as you can see, protrudes slightly above the flat crystal, which must account for the extra millimeter. And there's no lug to lug, but I've measured a 51mm lug to lug, so not too big. 22mm at the lug, tapering away to 20 at the clasp, so a very wearable size. Have no fear, Mr. Spaghetti Arms. This watch will be accommodated by 7-inch wrists and slightly under. It is extremely wearable. The case back is embossed in the most fantastic way. It really is great. We feature made in Japan, the movement, and for a first time, I've never seen this on an Orient, we have Epson, which is the holding company that owns Seiko and Orient. Never seen that on the case back of any watch of either nature. So quite great. Here we have an expertly etched, engraved crown. And look at the quality of that. The two lions hugging the crest. Absolutely great. I don't know what this thing is, and I don't salute it, but it is there. And we also have a lovely bezel which turns. I can only compare it to an SKX bezel or a turtle bezel. It's somewhere in between the two. It's very nice. Virtually no backplay on it. And this lume pip is shrouded and protected. The dial features 3 lines of text, a beautiful handset, and we have this great lume which has been applied. Absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, pin and collar are featured. What can we do about them? I don't know, these Japanese. They love it. And we have stamped piece of shit, which is to be got rid of immediately. Mummify your testes, if you've ever heard of it. And look at this double deploy and fold over clasp, which is not exactly the same, but very similar to the one found on the Tatosha and all Prospex watches from the Sumo, the Monster, etc. Get rid of it. £350 to 400. Let's have some milling, you bastards. And also, let us see the shit. Pointless. Totally pointless. Diver's extension. There it is. It's there. Almost exactly the same as you would find on any Prospex watch. I do not salute this. There we are. That's the strap. So if you were to buy this watch, which I hope you will, the first thing you must do is either upgrade to a strap code or craft a blue strap. It is mandatory. They are available. And they will add wrist presence and beef up the watch. They will strike fear in the hearts of all solar kinetic quartz fuckers. There is no excuse. Now, I've pretty much reviewed this watch, so I will bring in its big bro, the OSD 300 Pro. and we will see the difference between these great pieces. You can't compare them, and it wouldn't be fair to compare them. But look at these bros. OSD. Featuring a thinner bracelet. Less impressive etching. But look at the difference. Can you see? Both are worthy. It's a special show, and you're all invited. How many videos on YouTube have these two together? None. That's what's up, homies. So all I can say, Christosha, maximum respect. Stay freaky, all bros, and never give up. Johnny, Johnny, keep your feathers retarded. That's what's up.